Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today, I want to talk to you about Dynasty Trusts. Before we get to that though, I want to remind you, if you have anything that you want to talk about related to estate planning or probate, and you want to talk with us, you can do so over the phone for free by going to cmslawfirm.com. Okay, Dynasty Trusts. I had a phone call with a gentleman this afternoon, and he wanted to talk all about Dynasty Trusts. One of the things that he was talking about was something a little bit different, but generally he had kind of a misperception about how Dynasty Trusts are created and what they do, how they're different from other trusts. And so I wanted to just come on here real quick and talk to you about them, talk to you about why you might want to have them. And I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you can fund a trust that will last basically forever. Okay? So, Dynasty Trusts. When a lot of people think about Dynasty Trusts, they usually just think about like the Rockefellers or the Carnegies, depending on whether or not you watch whatever that show is, History of America or something, where he was like Carnegie. That's okay. In any event, I digress. But Dynasty Trusts can also be created for just a normal person. What separates a Dynasty Trust from a regular trust is simply the fact that it is built and intended to last for multiple generations. For example, client creates a plain old revocable living trust, and they put $1 million in it. They say, when I die, this $1 million is to be used for my children, and distributions are to be made at the discretion of the trustee for health, support, education, and maintenance. If my children die and that money has not been used up, then it shall be used for their children and their children's children, basically until the money runs out. If you have done this, you have just created a Dynasty Trust. Congratulations. What a lot of people will do with their trust is they will say something like, with this $1 million, it is available for my children. When they turn 25, they can have up to a third. When they turn 30, they can have up to a third. When they turn 35, they can have up to as much as they want. And those trust funds will be pulled out of the trust over time. Hence, no dynasty. Okay? The only important thing to remember is that in Washington State, Dynasty Trusts can only last 150 years. There are other states where they can last longer. In Washington State, you could probably get it to last longer than that, but you'd have to do some things as you came up on that 150-year mark, something called decanting. Maybe we'll talk about that. What's today? Tuesday? Maybe we'll talk about that on Thursday. But in any event, that is a Dynasty Trust at its most basic. It starts typically as a revocable trust, though it can start as an irrevocable trust, and it continues on generation after generation. The beautiful thing about Dynasty Trusts is that once the money goes into the trust, it typically does not get taxed ever again, unless there's income created. But at each successive generation, there typically is not another taxable event. So, for example, let's say you're Washington State. Let's say you have $4 million, and you're just a person, and you die. You would be taxed on basically $2 million of that $4 million. You pay about $240,000 of tax. If you had created a trust and put that $4 million into the trust before you died, into an irrevocable trust, and made it available for future generations, that money would basically just never be taxed again from an estate tax perspective. So it's kind of nice if you think ahead and plan ahead. The other thing you could do, we're about to get too technical here, but you could create an irrevocable trust, put 2 of your $4 million into that trust, and then when you died, you would be under the estate tax threshold, so you wouldn't owe any tax. That $2 million would be available for your children, and then the $2 million that you kept for yourself would also be available for them. No taxes due, really, at any time. Okay, so if you're interested in things like this, if you want to learn more about Dynasty Trust or anything else, then I'm going to tell you how to do that in a second. But before I do that, I want to remind you, if you're listening to this video or just hearing this and you like it, share it with somebody that needs to hear it. I know these are free, so let somebody know. Estate planning is important. Like or comment this if you want. If you have questions, let me know. If there's someplace you can subscribe and you don't want to miss future videos, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to talk with us about something like this or anything else related to estate planning or probate over the phone for free, you can do so by going to cmslawfirm.com. All right, that is it. I am Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you again soon. See ya.